Good Tuesday evening and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Here are a few of the stories we have coming up for you tonight. 2 Quincy men were arrested early Saturday after an alleged carjacking in Wenatchee. A $70,000 grant will help 5 Wenatchee Valley College students who work as para-educators earn their teaching certificate. Expect a mix of clouds and sun with a slow warm-up the next couple of days before we see a big warm-up this weekend. Your local forecast is straight ahead. A rural Wenatchee man is dead after his mobile home caught fire Sunday night. 68-year-old Randall D. Main was found deceased inside the home when crews from the Wenatchee Valley Fire Department arrived just before 7:30 p.m. in the 2100 block of Chapman Road south of the city. Fire Chief Brian Brett said the fire was largely burned out when responders got there because the flames had consumed most of the oxygen. Main was the owner and sole occupant of the residence. The cause of the fire is under investigation. 2 Quincy men were arrested early Saturday after an alleged carjacking in Wenatchee. Police say they caught 28-year-old Pablo Giovanni Tapia behind the wheel of a Lincoln Navigator just before 1 a.m., shortly after the vehicle's owner flagged down an officer to report it had been stolen at gunpoint in the 900 block of South Mission Street. The Navigator then sped away across the George Seller Bridge and south on Highway 28. When police stopped the SUV 4 miles outside East Wenatchee, the passenger, 20-year-old Marcus Chavez, allegedly threw a 9mm semi-automatic pistol over the guardrail. Police say they recovered the handgun as well as video evidence from their dashboard cameras that showed Chavez trying to dispose of it. Both men face possible charges, including vehicle theft, unlawful firearm possession, and DUI. Douglas County Sheriff's Office deputies are warning the public to be wary after receiving multiple reports of fake phone calls. The phone calls reported attempted to solicit money for failing to respond to a jury duty summons or failing to appear for a scheduled court date. The Sheriff's Office wants to remind everyone to never give out personal information or money over the phone to people you don't know. Kashmir Valley Bank will be hosting a scam prevention seminar coming up on April 16th at 7 p.m. to help consumers protect themselves against scam attempts such as this. The event will be at Pybus Public Market and is free to attend. The Wenatchee City Council will hold a rare public meeting away from City Hall this week. The special Thursday meeting is set for the Mishi-Twee building on the Wenatchee Valley College campus. It starts at 5:15 p.m., but the public is invited to a Meet the Council function that starts 1 hour earlier. The idea is for Wenatchee residents to get to know their council representatives as well as Mayor Mike Poyer, who's just 4 months into office. Also on the Thursday agenda, the council will consider whether to ban the possession of exhibition or wild or exotic animals following citizen concerns over traveling circus events at the Town Toyota Center. When we come back, the Wenatchee Valley Senior Activity Center will host a ribbon-cutting ceremony next Wednesday to celebrate the groundbreaking of the facility's building expansion, and a fashion show at the Wenatchee Convention Center next week aims to raise money for a good cause. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
Coming home should never be a chore. Let Merry Maids of Wenatchee customize all your cleaning needs. Weekly, bi-weekly, special occasion. Do you have a vacation home that needs cleaning? We clean them too. Locally owned and operated, let Merry Maids do the cleaning while you focus on your family and friends. Merry Maids has special offers to fit your budget. Request your free cleaning estimate today. 509-663-1710.
Check out ClubCrowCashmere.com for upcoming events and tickets.
Raising a family may have seemed overwhelming to your parents, but they weren't. Coach, teacher, life guide, caregiver. Family takes care of family. And as the circle of life continues, you now are their caregiver. It may seem overwhelming, but we're here to help you find the support services necessary so you can provide quality care to your elders.
Call Aging and Adult Care of Central Washington at 1-800-572-4459.
Bienvenido al Centro de Resolución de Conflictos. Brindamos servicios a los condados de Grant y Adams, ayudando a empresas y personas a resolver problemas difíciles. Ofrecemos ayuda con conflictos de trabajo, problemas residenciales y asuntos familiares. Podemos capacitar a su personal en habilidades de prevención y resolución de conflictos. Llámenos al 509-237-3705 para obtener más información.
A $70,000 grant will help 5 Wenatchee Valley College students who work as paraeducators earn their teaching certificate. The Alternate Blocks grant was designed to help reduce educator shortages and help colleges and universities implement a, quote, grow your own strategy. The conditional scholarship amounts to $14,000 per student over 2 years. Candidates will need to be current preschool through 3rd grade paraeducators or are paraeducators who could be placed in a P3 setting, have earned an AA degree or minimum of 90 college credits, and have an early childhood education content knowledge background. Candidates must also commit to teaching in a Washington State K-12 private school as an early childhood or early childhood special education teacher for 2 years after graduation. The Wenatchee Valley Senior Activity Center will host a ribbon-cutting ceremony next Wednesday at 1 p.m. to celebrate the groundbreaking of the facility's building expansion. The Senior Center's Second Chance Thrift Shop is its primary source of income and has grown so much over the last 5 years that the facility has decided to expand their building to provide more space to operate that thrift shop. The facility plans to begin construction next summer after fundraising for their goal of $400,000 towards the roughly $4 million expansion, and hopes to open the expanded thrift shop in early 2026. A fashion show at the Wenatchee Convention Center aims to raise money for a good cause. On April 19th, the Wellness Place, a local nonprofit for individuals affected by cancer, will host its 3rd annual Wine, Women, and Shoes event. The fundraiser will feature wines and appetizers, a plated dinner, local vendors, swag bags, a live auction, and more. The main event will be the glamorous fashion show starring some of North Central Washington cancer warriors. Last year, the event raised over $120,000. Tickets this year are $100 for general admission and $150 for VIP. They can be purchased on the Wellness Place's website. Coming up next in tonight's feature story, we continue our conversation with outgoing Eastmont principal Lance Noel and his return to teaching. Slightly warmer temperatures are expected through midweek with a big warm-up this weekend. I'll have all the details coming up in your full local weather forecast. That and much more still to come tonight. Please stay with us.
The Honda you want is here, so drive in the moment with the versatile CR-V or Accord. Both named a Car and Driver 10 Best. And when you drive a Honda, you're driving with the 2023 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
The Lake Chelan Chamber of Commerce presents The Magic of Manson.
Welcome to Navarre Coulee Tasting Room in downtown Manson. You're invited to stop by, relax, and enjoy a sample of our longer-aged wines. You will taste the difference from the very first sip.
Tipsy Canyon is proud to introduce their latest lineup of new wines. The Garvins will make you feel right at home as spring unfolds across the Chelan Valley. Come up to the Manson Hills and experience the magic for yourself.
Bring the whole family up to Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house in historic downtown Chelan. Applewood smoked brisket, street-style tacos, and our award-winning barbecue rubs and sauces. Our meals pair perfectly with our exciting lineup of craft ales, made right here in Chelan. We've got room for big groups, or give us a call for catering. So grab the kids and check out the fun at Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house located in the heart of Chelan.
Caught in a conflict? Family? Workplace? Neighbor? Business? Housing disputes? Wenatchee Valley Dispute Resolution Center provides mediation services, a cost-effective and efficient way to provide a written resolution to disputes and issues. Plus, we offer mediation training and community education on conflict resolution and communication skills. Contact us to learn more.
Eastmont principal Lance Noel is headed back to the classroom next year. The longtime educator told NCWLIFE News that it was always his plan to end his career as a teacher and that his path to principal came at the encouragement of past Eastmont leadership. Since announcing his departure, the greatest compliment, Noel said, has been the reaction from parents and students who are not happy to see him leave his position.
To have students angry at a principal who's saying they're stepping out, like, who gets that? Parents, they're awesome. I mean, they're supportive and they're like, yeah, you know, you're gonna do great. But, you know, I've got a younger one coming up and I wanted you, like, that's, how cool is that? And I think a lot of times sitting in these jobs, you can make a lot of enemies. You know what I mean? People may not always like your decisions or when you hold people accountable, but overwhelmingly it's been, we're not happy you're leaving. That's amazing. I think the biggest accomplishment is, if you ever want to be small town famous, be a principal, and a high school principal in a small town. But it's always those conversations I have every day, everywhere I go, that are parents, grandparents, ex-students, current students, younger students coming up, and they talk to me and tell me their stories. And it's cool. It's really cool. And I think the human accomplishments would be by far the number one. I'm not in any hurry to retire. I mean, I feel like I'm old, but I'm not that old yet. But I'd like to go at least like 8 years, 10 years. I don't know. I'm gonna work in what's called our Opportunities Program. It's our alternative program. We don't have a separate alternative high school, but I run it now as the principal here. So I have the high school and the alternative program, so it's a lot. Want to do a lot of work on it, make some changes, kind of update it. And so I'll be there teaching a lot, which will be fun, and then also kind of running it, but it's gonna be cool. I would say if you were coming to Eastmont to be the next principal here, you're lucky. It's a great school. It's a great district. You live in an amazing town. I've always had so much support from the staff and community. The community here is amazing. Like, I talk to other principals, and it's not like that for them as far as the support I get here. You know, a lot of times I'm apologizing, you know, because I made a mistake. But if you're coming here, I'd say you're fortunate. However, if you're coming here, I hope you care about the people first. The logistical stuff, yeah, you got to deal with it. You got to deal with the graduation requirements, the credits, the discipline, you know, all those things. But you need to form relationships. That's what makes Eastmont special.
Time now for a check of your North Central Washington weather forecast. Hope your Tuesday was a good one. We had a lot more sunshine out there today, some warmer temperatures too. But as you can tell, as we look out our weather window from this afternoon, a lot of shaking and moving going on out there today. We did have plenty of wind. We talked about it yesterday, and boy, it happened today. You can see Lake Chelan, and this is our McNeil Canyon Sky-Fi Tower cam. So yeah, it was a windy one all around North Central Washington today. What what happened, too. It was so calm this morning, and then it came up about 1 o'clock this afternoon. But still, we talked about warmer temperatures unofficially. 62 degrees this afternoon. That's a couple of degrees above where we should be for this time of year at 60. Our record high, beautiful one in 2016 at 78 degrees. 37 this morning, a couple of degrees cooler than we should be at 39. That's our normal. 28, our record low, and that was set in 1972. Sun came up for us this morning at 6:23 and sets tonight at 7:43. All right, let's get you into your Wednesday weather, and we will warm up just slightly tomorrow. We did actually get a little bit warmer than we thought today, so all of these temperatures might be just a little low for our Wednesday, but we'll have to wait and see. 64 for Moses Lake and Ephrata, 63 in Quincy tomorrow, and 62 for Wenatchee. That goes for Eniat and Chelan as well. 63 up in Omak, and 61 your high temperature up in Kashmir tomorrow. A lot less wind, and that'll be nice for our Wednesday. Tonight, partly cloudy skies. Can see high pressure building off the California coast in the Pacific, and that's creating a big ridge over at least the British Columbia coastline right now, but that'll move our direction. For Wednesday, mostly sunny skies. We will warm up just a touch on Wednesday. Low maybe mid-60s now for Wednesday afternoon. We'll have to wait and see. High pressure still anchored. And then on Thursday, an area of low pressure slides in. It really isn't going to affect our weather except bring us more clouds on Thursday. We're going to see a nice southwesterly flow of air, so our temperatures will be pretty decent. Once again, low to mid-60s for highs on Thursday. And then for Friday, that area of low pressure moves into Nevada, and I'll tell you, that is going to bring some warmer weather our way. Remember, counterclockwise circulation around an area of low pressure, so we're talking highs in the upper 60s possible for Friday afternoon, and even better than that as we get into Saturday. High pressure off the coast. Once again, low pressure dragging that desert air up our direction. We're going to get into the low and mid 70s to kick off our weekend on Saturday. Should be beautiful. And then we have to deal with some more wind. Mostly sunny on Sunday. High pressure and low pressure once again tightly packing those pressure gradients, and that'll kick up the wind Sunday with highs in the upper 60s. So the good news, still going to be pretty mild for Sunday afternoon. Getting you into Monday, that might even be our windiest day. Partly cloudy. Going to cool down quite a bit too, almost 10 degrees for our high temperatures on Monday. Should be somewhere around 60 late in the day for Monday afternoon. And then as we take a look at our 7-day forecast, yeah, we're going to warm up nicely into this weekend. Going to be another chilly one overnight tonight, though. 36 degrees, mostly sunny, and 62 tomorrow. And then that little area of low pressure brings us those clouds on Thursday. 63 our high, and then just beautiful weather Friday and Saturday. 68 Friday, 73 with sunshine on Saturday, and then some breezy conditions. Sunday, mostly sunny, still mild and 68, and then a cool down with some windy conditions Monday. High temperature then expected to reach right around 60 degrees. And that's a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
Headaches, neck or back pain? Been injured in a car accident, a work injury, or fall? Studies show that whiplash causes pain year after year. Your neck is supposed to be curved and acts like a spring to absorb shock, but when it's damaged, it straightens or reverses, and this causes headaches and pain. The solution is our specialized comprehensive combination care. You need our team of professionals who will address every point of your injury with very specific equipment and skill. Stop by Wenatchee or Leavenworth for a free consultation.
And a happy Tuesday to you. It is, especially if you're a UConn fan, as the Huskies repeat as national champions in men's college basketball. Huskies top Purdue 75-60 as Tristan Newton led the way with 20 points. Zach Edey led all scorers with 37 points for Purdue. For Coach Dan Hurley, it was his second consecutive national championship. He says he's careful about comparing the Huskies to back-to-back champions of the past.
I think it's up there in terms of the greatest two-year runs that a program's maybe ever had, just because, I don't want to, I guess, I can't say anything about Duke because I'm going to piss my brother off. But I guess I could say stuff about Florida, but I love Billy Donovan, so I'm in a bad spot. I just think it's the best two-year run, I think, in a very, very long time, just because of everything we lost from last year's team. To lose that much and again, to do what we did again, it's got to be as impressive a two-year run as a program's had since prior to whoever did it before Duke. To me, it is more impressive than what Florida and Duke did. Because they brought back their entire teams, and we lost we lost some major players.
College basketball season is now over. UConn winning the national championship. Well, the Mariners fell to the Blue Jays in Toronto in the first game of a three-game set. 5-2 was the final on Monday. Luis Castillo lost his third start of the season, getting ahead in the count but leaving pitches out over the plate that allowed Toronto to get out to an early lead.
And a base hit into left field. Turner rounding third, and he will score, standing up as the Blue Jays take a 1-0 lead. Turner takes a walk, and that's going to load him up for Davis Schneider. And Schneider pokes it to center, and that's down for a base hit. Guerrero in to score, and Bichette behind him, and everybody's running. Turner comes around to third, Schneider into second, and he shoots it into right center. Kiermaier's going to come in to score. It's bobbled out there, and Vladdy slides into second.
JP leans into this one high, deep, and looking up to Springer. That baby's gone. JP Crawford gets the Mariners on the board with his second home run of the season. Now a 4-1 ball game.
Here's the breaking ball, pretty much right in the middle of the plate. He just drops the barrel on it.
Classic left-hand hitter swing.
Springer a couple of spots away if the Blue Jays can keep this going. To right field, and that's going to drop. And a two-out RBI single for Isaiah Kiner-Falefa.
1-1 pitch. High fly ball. Backing up Springer. He's a spectator. There it goes. Home run for Cal Raleigh. It's his 8th home run in 13 games here in Toronto. 5-2 ball game. First home run of the season for Big Cal. Mariner runs coming on home runs. JP in the 8th and Cal here in the 9th.
And that's your ball game.
Ty France and Dominic Canzone continued swinging hot bats while J.P. Crawford and Cal Raleigh each hit homers. The two teams are playing again today at Rogers Center. That's on Root Sports Northwest. Well, Seattle sits in third place in the American League West, tied with Houston at 4-7. The Astros beat Texas yesterday 10-5. Angels topped Arizona 7-5 to improve to 6-4, tied with the Rangers atop the division. That's right, the Angels are in first place. Well, the Seattle Kraken are back home at Climate Pledge Arena tonight. The Arizona Coyotes are in town to face the Kraken. That starts at 7 o'clock. You can watch the action on Root Sports Northwest Plus. Well, there are 7 single games in prep baseball on the schedule today. Wenatchee's hosting Eisenhower at Recreation Park. Fred is entertaining Tri-Cities Prep. Cascade is on the road at Kittitas. Cashmere is hosting Quincy. Tenaskeet's at Okanagan. Brewster is hosting Liberty Bell. Eastmont is on the road at Davis. 3 doubleheaders lead off the fast-pitch softball schedule. Oroville is at Republic. Fred visits Sela. Eastmont's on the road at Chiawana. That's down in the Tri-Cities. Single games today. Wenatchee's Wenatchee's at Eisenhower. Cashmere is hosting Quincy. Cascade visits Manson. Brewster takes on Liberty Bell. Okanagan is at Tenasket. Well, Moses Lake hosted Cheney in non-league boys soccer on Monday night. The Mavericks came out on top in that one by a final of 4-2. Busy soccer schedule today has Ephrata at Ellensburg. Bridgeport is hosting Manson. Brewster's at Liberty Bell. Okanagan to host Pateras. Cashmere at Quincy. Omak is on the road at Cascade. Tenasket to host Oroville. Eastmont takes on Davis. This is quite a Big Nine battle tonight. That's at 7 o'clock at Wildcat Stadium. Both teams ranked in the top 10 in the state. Both teams undefeated in Big Nine play. Going to be a big one tonight at Wildcat Stadium. That starts at 7 o'clock. So too does Wenatchee on the road at Eisenhower. That's a look at sports news. I'm Eric Granstrom. Have a happy Tuesday.
On tomorrow's edition of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley, Chief Steve Crown, who's been heading the Wenatchee Police Department for the last 9-10 years or so. Of course, earlier this year announced he's going to be stepping down. He's going to be retiring in June. And so our own news director, Jefferson Robbins, had a chance to sit down with Chief Crown in his office to do kind of an exit interview, if you will, talk about law enforcement and his career. It's a great conversation. You don't want to miss that. That'll be on Wednesday's edition of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. We'll have your latest weather. We'll have your latest news. Let you know how the Mariners and the Kraken did. Everything in one tidy little package, and it's free. Wake Up Wenatchee Valley tomorrow morning live at 7 a.m. right here from Studio 6.
And that will do it for our newscast tonight. For more news from around North Central Washington, you can find us at NCWLIFE.com, on our social media channels, or on our mobile app for iPhone and Android. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. Email us at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks so much for being with us, and have a great night.